What's going on, man? I've been trying to make a video for about an hour or two now. I haven't really been able to. Been trying to get my thoughts together when it comes to the PlayStation subscription service. They have officially cut the titles down from 6 to 2. And while one of the games is good, the other one has been had on Xbox. This is normal when it comes to month-to-month games. Either PlayStation got to the indie title first, or Xbox has already released said title. Either way, that's the thing you gotta deal with if you have like a PlayStation and an Xbox. But my thing is this: when you offered 6 titles, you actually offered more than 6 titles because a lot of games were cross-play within Sony's own products. Meaning, if I bought, or say I got 1 month, The Unfinished Swan, right? And say I got that game and I bought it on the PS4, or I just ended up getting it for the PS4 when it was free. Well, The Unfinished Swan, could also be given away at the same time as a cross-platform game, and I could have gotten it on the PS4, which would have automatically given it to me on the Vita or the PS3, depending on if that game's on the PS3. And that was the way Sony ended up giving away a lot more free product than Xbox. And for the longest time, this was acceptable because it didn't matter the quality or the quantity of said game. Whether it was fun or not didn't matter. Here we are, it's 2019, we are officially going into Sony abandoning both the PS3 and Vita now. You are no longer getting shit from them when it comes to PlayStation subscriptions, other than the ability to play online. No more free games, no more content, no more shared games, even if the game's on the PS4 and is also on the Vita, no more of that. You don't get any of those perks you were getting now. Now you are getting 2 games. Sony, you have officially cut your games down from officially 6 to 2. That is a 4-game loss every month. Alright, and we are going into the PS5 generation in about another year. And unfortunately, this is going to be a real struggle for Sony. I hate saying it that way, but it's facts. Okay, I'm not making it up. Sony, you are now going into struggle mode. We know for a fact that the PS4 is the best-selling console this year. We know for a fact that the PS4 is actually not making you any money because you're not investing that money the right way. We know for a fact that you've withheld your own patent designs from your own system that actually makes you money. We know these to be fact. We know for a fact that you cannot change your PlayStation handle at all. You're stuck with it. We know these things to be facts because Sony, you've addressed each one of these in the weirdest way possible. We know you're not going to E3 for some reason. We also know you're not doing your yearly end of the year conference. We know these things. And these all add up, and these are not adding up to be a positive. Okay? Not doing the yearly the month of December's PlayStation conference isn't that big of a deal. Hell, Nintendo just throws out little 30-minute videos every now and again. But they at least go to E3. Sony, you're skipping E3 and you stopped doing your conference every year. That's not a good look for a company who's #1 right now. Not being able to do simple shit like change your online name is not a good look when you don't offer it to your customers right now. Going from 6 or higher, depending on the cross-playability of said games, from month in to month out, down to only 2 with no chance of being able to play cross-platform titles on said Sony devices if game is able to be played, is not a good look, Sony. How much more shit are you trying to put in your way before the PS5 comes out to where you're like, we're not struggling? How much more shit? Because this is not good. Yes, you are giving away a Call of Duty game next month, and congratulations on doing something I've never seen Xbox do before, which is give away a Call of Duty game. I've just never seen that. So, congratulations on doing that. But I've said this before, and I'm going to say it now. Sony, if you think you're going to be able to get away with having subpar content that is free from month to month, especially now that you only offer 2 games, you're going to learn very quickly how quick people jump from console to console, because now Xbox has a upper hand on you. They offer 4 titles, and they can fuck up 3 and still come out on top, because they offer 1 that is damn good. So they have 3 that they can fuck up in that 4 lineup. That's not me making that statement up. That's a fact. All Xbox has to do is come out with 1 huge AAA game every month, and the rest can be duds. Because Sony, you only offer 2. You have made it so easy for people right now to not purchase a PS4. You have made it so easy, in fact, that if Xbox jumps on top of this, you might see sales completely stop. Because people look at the hardware the same way they look at the software, which is it worth buying? Because if I can't get the value out, I'm not spending the fucking money. And while Xbox does not necessarily have the best gaming library right now, because majority of their first-party games this particular generation have fallen well under shy of what they should have been, they still offer those third-party titles that people really love. And especially if you invest in the Xbox One X, they look the best. That's a big thing, Sony. It's a big deal when the better looking version of the game is on the competition's machine. It doesn't help you when your competition is giving away double the amount of content for free from month to month. It doesn't help you make sales. You are putting yourself in a situation where you might sell 13 million. You might sell what the Wii U sold at the end of your life cycle, if you're lucky. Because you don't have anything coming. Everything that you have is out. You've used that as an excuse. You said we don't really have anything to offer that you don't already know about as a reason to not go to E3. Do you not understand how bad that looks? People are wanting you to outsell the PS1 because this, if you don't, this is the second generation in which you have not beaten but one of your predecessor machines. This is the second generation in which that's happened, which raises the question as to why anybody would invest in you if you cannot continually beat the predecessor. You haven't beaten but the PS3, which should have been an easy task to begin with. You haven't beaten PS1 yet, and you still will never beat the PS2. But the fact is, you haven't been able to beat the PS1 in 2 generations. This is not the time for you to give up. Why are you giving up? Why are you so willing to give up? I don't understand that. I'm telling you, all these decisions you're making right now play a heavy effect on what's going to happen with that PS5. Everything you're doing right now. You're not going to E3. You're not having the PlayStation end of the year conference for the fans. You're not. You're saying you have no new content, at least first party wise, which is why you're not going to E3. The details behind the PS5 have been very sketch and just rumored up to right now. There's still no physical evidence backing up any of it. Sony, you need to do something. You need to do something. I don't care what it is. You need to come out and say we quit. If that need to be the case, then come out and say it. You need to come out and say we're going to offer 4 games on PlayStation 4. Whatever you got to do that, because I'm telling you, the amount of bullshit that lies not on just the PS4, but Sony as a company, and then Sony in the PlayStation division. It's all adding up, and it's not looking good. You're headed into the same financial situation with the PS3 you were in at the start of this generation. And with Nintendo now being a major player, and it's not the fucking Wii U, it's the Nintendo Switch, and it's actually getting this content that you so much proud yourself on that they were not getting, such as Mortal Kombat's and LA Noirs and shit like that. They're getting those games. So this is not the same ball game. You have to have something. Something, man. The Last of Us Part 2 may be the seller for the PS5, but that's only going to last for a little while. That's not going to be an entire generation. Death Stranding may help sell the PS5 if you put it on the PS5. But it's only going to be for a little while. It's not a main stage contender. It's not a Mario. It's not a Zelda. It's not a Metroid. It's not a Pokemon. You don't have any players coming to the table that are, you know, developed. You see what I'm saying? People don't know if Death Stranding is going to be good. We're all hoping. We're all like, please be good. Okay, we don't have guarantees The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be any good. We don't know. We're just hoping it's going to be good. I don't even know if Days Gone ever came out. I didn't hear anything about that game launching. I don't think it's out. But all we're doing, we're hoping it's good. Okay? But there's been no real anything. And PlayStation, we need you to do something, man. Something needs to be done. I mean, that's real. Anyway. PlayStation, you better hope Microsoft doesn't jump on the fact that now all you offer is 2 games. Because if they do, it's going to be one hell of a struggle. Because you can go at Nintendo, but I don't think you know the right direction in which to go at them. Especially with the fact that everybody's becoming more and more portable. Hell, I'm outside making this video. So, that should let you know right now, if I'm outside making this video, chances are is I own a Switch because it can come out here with me. This is the world in which you're moving forward with, and your handhelds have been trashed. By you, not by the fans, by you. So, you got to do something. We need you to step out of the darkness, come into the light with us, and be like, here's what we're doing. This is what it is. Fuck that holding information shit. You have no right to hold information right now. With all the shit you're doing, you need to have information leaked and confirmed at the same damn time. Anyway, I'm out this bitch though.